in the southeast of the country. Here's more.
Officials say there were no casualties. This is the second Iranian missile to target NATO member Turkey in the past week. The ministry warns that Turkey will take all necessary steps without hesitation and urged all parties to heed its warnings. The situation underscores rising tensions in the region as the conflict in the Middle East continues to escalate. The U.S. State Department has ordered non-essential government staff and their families to leave the consulate general in southern Turkey, citing what it called safety risks. The consulate has suspended all consular services. In its advisory, the State Department also strongly urged American citizens in southeastern Turkey to leave the area now. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says the EU must be prepared to project its power more assertively. She says the bloc of nations can no longer rely on a rules-based system against threats. The Commission President adding that the EU must determine if its institutions and systems help or hinder its credibility.
And I want to be clear, there should be no tears shed for the Iranian regime. This regime has inflicted death and imposed repression on its own people. They slaughtered 17,000 young people. And this regime has caused devastation and destabilization across the region through its proxies armed with missiles and drones. And many Iranians inside the country and across Europe and the world have celebrated Ayatollah Khamenei's demise.
Von der Leyen gave an example of projecting power more assertively. She said the EU must counter aggression and foreign interference with all of its tools, whether economic, diplomatic, technological, or military. She also said the bloc needs to be much more pragmatic when it comes to doing business around the world. The EU today also saying it plans to strengthen support for Gulf states by drawing on Ukraine's experience with drone defense.
President Trump dismissing the need for the UK's help in the war with Iran. Meanwhile, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's office says the two leaders did communicate over the weekend. Here's that story.
President Donald Trump has dismissed Britain's consideration of sending aircraft